She didn't have to turn around to know he was in the room. How the hell had that happened? It was almost as if he was inside her, and while that thought started in wonder at how deeply embedded he was in her thoughts, it quickly transformed into a technicolor memory of how it felt to take him inside her body. Tori sucked back the earthy groan threatening to undermine her composure. Okay. She could do this. She could slap a bland, indifferent expression on her face and keep things business as usual. There really wasn't any other choice. Not with Alex in the room. Gathering some courage, she peeked sideways without moving to see if she could ascertain what was happening behind her back. She saw shadows in the smoked glass windows of the two men standing side by side and heard the faint murmurs of conversation. Relief coursed through Tori. He was here to see Alex. She'd been on pins and needles the last 4 days, waiting for him to make an appearance and confront her about their stupid predicament. Surely he would have heard from his lawyer by now. Maybe she should have attempted to get legal advice instead of letting him take the lead, she considered with regret. But the realization that she might have taken more responsibility for finding a solution came too late. He was already in the driver's seat. The thought didn't bring her much comfort. Her nerves exploded as Tori silently chanted, "Oh, please don't come over here. Please don't come over here." But she doubted he would get caught ignoring her in front of Alex. The silent pep talk turned to assuring herself that she could handle him, although she knew that was bullshit. She'd been so damn angry with him when they parted, stomping off in a fit of pique as he'd called after her. Not much had changed over the last few days, except the uncomfortable acknowledgement that try as she might to compartmentalize what had happened between them and maintain that it had all just been raging hormones, alcohol, and normal everyday desire, it was a whole lot more. Somewhere along the line, she'd started to fall for the panty-chasing playboy and reluctantly admitted that he wasn't quite the upper-class snot she'd painted him as. The thought made her sigh. After everything she'd been through the past year and the way the press had hyped a shit ton of presumptions into a character analysis that made her seem like something she wasn't, it pained her to realize she had done the same to him. To say she felt like a hypocrite was an understatement. Still, there was no denying he'd been a Class A jerk. Snarling at him to never speak to her ever again was partly due to his shitty attitude, and also because she was having a hard time wrapping her mind around pretty much everything that happened between them. Someone behind her cleared his throat. Really? Oh, for God's sake, someone? That was the best she could do? She rolled her eyes at her own foolishness. Tori knew exactly who was trying to get her attention.